Hope you're well. Welcome to the middle of the week. This is Simon Logan, and this morning it was my pleasure to meet Joe McElderry, just back from the big London, where he's been appearing and winning a pop star to opera star. We welcomed him home here in the northeast, and Joe McElderry will be playing Bents Park in South Shields in a couple of weekends' time. So when he popped in this morning, we were talking about all the good stuff that's going on, but I had to mention this kind of perceived failure of his solo career, if you like. Disappointing album sales and stuff like that. Some of the singles didn't perform too well in the charts after the X Factor had kind of bubbled down. This is what Joe McElderry told me.
I was happy with the album. My fans were happy with it, they enjoyed it, and that's the main thing. It's if people enjoy the music, it's not about chart positions. I mean, you just got to take a look at the state of the charts at the minute. They're dropping in and out all the time.
There's no good songs around at the moment, really,
exactly.
Is there?
You know, and it needs to just be about music, but not about these chart positions and Jessie J's price tag. That's the exact explanation of it all. It's not about the money. I just want to make the world dance.
Good for you, Joe. Good for you. Because there'll be people listening who think that once you've won X Factor and you get the album together, that you're told what songs to... I've heard people say, oh, he will have been told what songs to sing. He will have been given a list and put in front of a microphone, right, learn this, do it. Is it like that, or do you have a say?
Yeah, you do have a say. You have a say. You have... You know, I recorded lots and lots of songs. I think I probably recorded about 55 songs through the whole process. And I got to choose some. There was some that I didn't like. There was some that I did like. But I like every single song that I chose to go on the album. And I think if I was to record that album again, maybe I would have put a few more ballads on. But on the upside of that, when I do my shows, I have some great fast material to go alongside the ballads that I sang on X Factor.
Well, you can't just do ballads, can you? You've got to break it up with stuff in between, you know.
And I needed to show that I could kind of change, and because I never did any fast songs on X Factor, and I wanted to show that I was diverse, that I could do dance routines, that I could do those pop songs, but that I could also do the ballads as well, and I think that album shows that. Did
it come as a shock when Simon Cowell dropped you from his record label, or did you have an inkling, Joe?
To be honest, I wasn't happy at the label.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't happy there. There was a few things. I mean, I'm not going to go down the blame game and say this went wrong, that went wrong, because it's just pointless. But there was a few things that I wasn't happy with, timing-wise, things in the marketing side of things. We had a meeting and I just explained that I wasn't happy and that it wasn't working for me. They explained it wasn't working for them, and we were just like, right, should we just leave it here then, and let's just... And that was it. And I just needed to go out and explore on my own and fend for myself a bit, instead of being in this huge kind of establishment that kind of protected us. I need to go out there and be a proper artist and fend for myself, by myself, and do things my way.
Because that's one thing, I suppose, another criticism of that show would be, is that you are closeted into this kind of regime.
Yeah.
And you don't really get too much say-so yourself to do what you do. Well, you're told what to do every day, you know?
Well, the past 6 months have been, you know, I've been out there fending for myself. I've been gigging all around the country, and, you know, I've experienced a lot. You know, when you don't have somebody... When you don't have a huge label telling you what you have to do, it makes you think a bit more. It makes you think about what you want to do, and it makes you think about the style of music you want to do, and it makes you act on your feet. And I've learned so much in this past 6 months.
More on the way from Joe McElderry. He tells us what he's doing next. It's a bit of an exclusive, and no, it's not another TV competition.
Simon Logan.
Just haven't met you yet. It's 11 minutes to 2. So Joe McElderry won X Factor, sold a load of records, then it went a bit belly up. This weekend saw him win pop star to opera star, though, and very soon he'll be back home playing Bents Park in South Shields. So this morning he popped in for a chat, and we ended up with a bit of an exclusive. Oh, yeah. Joe told me what's happening next as regards his recording career.
I'll probably get shot for confirming it.
Give us an exclusive on BBC Newcastle. We're supposed to make a big
announcement on Thursday, but yeah, it's all go basically, and it's going to be out very soon. We're going to just go for it, make some good music, just songs that people will enjoy. I just want to make songs that touch people and you know, when you hear them songs and they just make you happy, they make you sad, they make you excited. That's what I want to do.
You want some big ballads in there. I'll tell you now for nothing. You want some radio-friendly, big ballads. The sort of songs that's... Exactly.
I want to do them because I miss them.
Give Diane Warren a call.
There's nothing better than hearing, like, a big pumping ballad, and you don't hear them that much on the radio anymore.
And you can do it, man. We've seen you do it.
I love singing.
We want to hear them. You know the sort of songs.
They are on their way.
Well, hey, now that you've won Pop Star to Opera Star and obviously X Factor, you know, it's nice to know that those people all voted for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah? But wouldn't it be nicer if all those people went and bought your record?
Well, I think, you know, the public support that I have received over the past 2 years has been so humbling and absolutely amazing. I can't even think how much support there must be, you know, to vote, for them to pick up the phone twice on 2 different shows and take the crown on both of them. It's, for me, that is just amazing. I just want to say thank you to everybody that did vote, because it's amazing.
Has Cheryl Baker asked you to join Bucks Fizz?
She said I could.
Have you made your mind up?
She said I could be a guest cameo. I'm still making my mind up.
You won't know Bucks Fizz, will you? Because, like, they won Eurovision 10 years before you were born or something.
I know Cheryl Baker more for TV, because when I was younger, she was a TV presenter.
She was on Record Breakers, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was on all them kind of things. So I didn't really know Bucks Fizz, but my mum knows Bucks Fizz, my dad knows Bucks Fizz. And she's great, she's lovely, so funny. She never, ever, ever knows her words. Lyrics to songs.
She never knows her words?
Never knows them. She admits it. She goes on stage and makes them up, and she gets away with it. It's amazing. She has a talent in itself.
Did you have to make any up, or did you remember them all exactly?
I remember the duet we did. Me and Cheryl sang the duet.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
She said to us the 2 seconds before the VT finished to go into the performance, she went, "I've totally forgot the words. I'm just going to make them up. Okay, can you just go with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I've got your back. If you really forget them, I'll just sing your part." So she started in the wrong key first. Well, she didn't. She was in the right key, but in an octave higher. So she was miles higher, and I could see her panic, and I was thinking, I'm going to have to come in. But she rescues herself. She's a professional.
Yeah.
She just gets on with it.
Yeah. And I guess you learn from that as well. And it was what you were saying before, you know, in the last 6 months you've learned so much. You kind of got to make your mistakes, haven't you, along the way? And then you grow from that.
You know, the biggest mistakes are kind of the biggest triumphs, because they're the things that kind of build you, and then the next time they come, you sense them miles before they happen. You know, there's things already that I've, you know, when I'm in meetings and I'm discussing things that we're going to do creatively next, you sense these things a mile off. You know, but whereas before you just thought it was just part of
That's
something.
the way it was done.
And this time you can go, actually, no,
we're not doing it that way.
Yeah, we're going to have to do it that way, because the last time we did that didn't work. And, you know, that's the way I look at it. The mistakes and the kind of the downs and the upsets of it all are the things that make everything better the second time round.
BBC Newcastle Radio for the North East. This is Simon Logan with Joe McElderry. Because we spoke for so long, and obviously he's doing this gig in South Shields, which he mentioned, a possibility of running in this year's Great North Run. We got talking about the fact that he runs all the time and how he should be advertising of various products on TV. There was a lot that we talked about. There'll be more on our show tomorrow afternoon from Mr. Joe McElderry.